Alrighty. Hi, everybody. Let's make sure it did the thing. Did it do the thing? Yes. Hi, guys. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Just kind of hanging out, and now that I know that I did not lose all of my files, I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter. That was an adventure. Oh my gosh. So what happened was, while I kind of like get started here, basically like I was editing some files for somebody else, and one of the files that I wanted to have to edit, I realized, oh, like that's chapter 2, that's not chapter 1 or chapter 3, so I'm looking for my chapter 2 files and I can't find them. Worst feeling in the world. Long story short, I did end up finding them in a very weird location, so everything's good. So reminder today, back up your files. Back up your files today, children. Don't be like me and scare yourself out to death. So what I'm going to be working on today is I'm going to be finishing up this panel here. I'll zoom out and actually just kind of show you guys what I'm working on. I'm going to be finishing this panel today. I have another figure I have to draw in this bottom left corner, and then I have a little bit of editing that I need to do here as well. And then let me turn this layer back on. I want to adjust the shadows here to make this gate look more visible. Obviously it's a little too hard to tell, it kind of blends in with everything. So I'll be making some edits to make that a lot more visible. And putting in this last character, and then I'll be moving over here, and I'll be working on these 2 panels. So that's the plan today. We're gonna see what I actually get done. So sometimes it's hard to know what I'm gonna get done today, or what I'm gonna get done in a day. Kind of depends on how long my arm wants to last, and how long my attention span does. I feel like that's a mood. Alright, so let's see here. What I'm going to do is, instead of like having to redraw some of this stuff, I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to like manually select the area that I want to be darker. I'm going to go in and manually select this really quick. I'm just going to go straight off the panel. I'm gonna go ahead and select this. This all down here I want to be darker, as well as Aros himself. I want him to be darker as well. So I'm just gonna go in and manually draw that. Come in, grab this down here. I want all of this to be darker. Technically, if I were to like, put it in color, the values would be probably lighter. Honestly, just because of like the color that these things are. I mean, the wood here will be a really dark wood, so I mean that makes sense, but I'm just gonna make everything here darker. Wait, I don't know why I selected the stuff on top. That's not correct. I don't know why I did that. It's gonna be just this stuff here, because the shadows up here on top of this gate, they'll be the same as everything else around it. So what I'll probably have to do is go in and manually add some things to make it stand out. So maybe like a white line, or like add like a thicker black line on the outside there, just to give it some weight to separate it from the background around it. So these are going to be a really dark color. Today is a weird day, my goodness. Technically what I could do is I could also have a darker shadow here. Basically the shadow that the bamboo cast, and then the shadow that like the gate itself casts. I could technically do that if I wanted to. Would it be correct? Probably. Technically not. Would it help it look better? Probably. So I may experiment with that in a minute. But I'm going to do this part first. See how... Oh, I forgot to turn the music back up. Sorry, guys. Alright, and I forgot to set that on repeat here. Let me set that on shuffle for you. actually want to listen to. Why is the volume so low? There it is. Okay, I fixed it. Ooh, that's really high volume. Alright. Yeah. Alright, sorry guys, I had to get that adjusted really quick. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna come in here and I'm gonna Control X this because I want to delete it, that way it's not doubled up. I don't want to double up more than I absolutely have to. Alright, so I'm gonna do Control X, Control V, and then I'm gonna just darken this. What I did here is I had a black layer, and then I just dulled it to whatever whatever like the density would be if I were making them a screen tone. In this way I can like better control that. So I'm gonna throw this to see, that looks a little too dark. Let's try 50. See how that looks. Yeah, that's not dark enough. So when you have light tone like this, let me try something even light. Oh, that's because that's at 40. I thought it was at 30. Okay, let's try 30. See how that looks. Typically, I try to keep my values to 10, 30, 50, and 70. I don't really do 90. There's no point in 90 because it's like almost black. 10 is fine because it's like white versus like an off-white, you know what I mean? It's like just ever slight when you need just a subtle color difference. And there are times when you want that subtle color difference. So let's see here. I have the feeling that this isn't going to be quite enough. So another possible solution would be to turn this monochrome layer into a gray layer. So that I can manually like just adjust it altogether and put in different shades of gray. That could be another possible solution. And then when I'm ready to turn this into a screen tone, like say I'm ready to take this print, all I have to do is click, oh you guys can't see it. Just bring this over here. So I'll bring this temporarily over here so you can see what I'm talking about. So basically what I would need to do is just take this this button right here, this tone button. See, I've got my screen tone here selected, or what will be my tone selected. Just hit this nifty little tone button and it turns it into a tone and it's ready for print. So that's why sometimes what I like to do is I like to just put in fills. That way I can make sure I, get all the spots. So now when I zoom in, you can see like it actually is a screen tone. And just like, when you go to make the tone via the selection tool, you still have all of the options to change this. Like if I want to make like a line, I can still throw in a line here. And you can see now like it's actually like shaded with lines. We can see our handy dandy little lines in there. And it does like make a big difference. And if we don't like that angle of line, we can always change it. So let's make it a little steeper. So now when we look at it, it's a little bit steeper and it kind of follows more like the actual like flow of the artwork itself. So kind of neat stuff. So that's one of the, honestly that's like the main reason why I really love the Clip Studio. Like over something like Photoshop is just how amazing like the screen tone tool is. Okay, alright. Let's go in and for now, actually I might even not shade that much. We'll see how it goes. Alright, for now I'm gonna finish putting in this. This is where I left off, that's why there's like this empty space here. So I gotta finish putting the rest of this in. This brush now to kind of make these thicker edges, because I imagine the edges of these would like fray a little bit, or they'd have like occasional like things that just kind of do their own thing, because it is really old. So that's what I'm doing. See, my bad, sorry guys. I hit the wrong button. So all I'm really doing is I'm going in and I'm putting in a little bit more variety in these. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Forgot to clean up some of these spots here. Oh, autosave. Thanks, autosave. Sometimes you're helpful, sometimes you're not, but usually you are. Let me see, is there anywhere else that I missed it? I'm gonna go through, take a quick pass around the panel and make sure I got all of the flooring out. For some reason, it looks like I didn't quite go through it all. No, I think I got it all now. Okay. Alright, so we'll put this back up. And then what I'll do is I'll go back in and I'll fill some of it in that wasn't in already. So I'm gonna go fill that in really quick. Oops. That's not correct. What is going on here? That's not right. Do I have the wrong... Oh! Because I have the wrong, oh my gosh, the wrong layer. Wrong layer! You must stop. But why? You are drawing on the wrong layer. Have you guys seen that little wrong layer thing that I have? This wasn't a huge deal because it was just like shading. But you must stop. Why? You are on the wrong layer. That's why I added this, because I know I'm eventually gonna like mess up. And I try to make fun of myself when that happens, because you gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, so. Can't take yourself too seriously these days. Alright, okay, so then I'll go in here, and I'll clean this up. And what's nice about making this a solid color is I can see those edges more clearly, and make sure it, like, is where it should be, you know what I mean? Am I gonna keep it this way? I don't know, to be honest. I might just make it more solid. I might throw in a gradient. I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm not liking it. I didn't really plan this part, to be completely honest. I should have, but I didn't. And this is what happens when you don't plan things in advance. You look like dum-dum. I need to put some vertical lines in here too. That's alright, we'll make it work. I always make it work. Let's see. It's like one of the few things I'm good at is making stuff work. We'll throw this in here. Alright, okay. I don't like that. It doesn't work. Let's see. Let's try taking this down to 70. And then, out of curiosity, let's put this at 70. We'll see. Ooh. We could try putting it at 50 and do the reverse, making it lighter. I don't think that helps that much. Now we have the opposite problem, you guys. Now we have the opposite problem. Let me fill this in out of like curiosity just to see what it looks like. I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, that doesn't look that good. Let's try 30. What if it was a gradient? Let's turn this off. Alright, and I'll grab a gradient and I'll throw that in instead. I don't know if I like that. I might have to go in and erase some bits. On the original one here, I had some light showing, but in general it was pretty dark up here. So this is what it looks like from a different angle. But now that I have like the forest around, it's a little difficult. What I could do is just adjust the shadows. But what I'm trying to do, I'll actually open an image here and I'll actually show you guys what I'm looking at. I feel like I kind of maybe boxed myself into a corner here. File, open. Let me... Here, I'll just put this in so you guys can actually see it side by side. So just give me 1 second. I'll show you guys like what my thought process here is. So, here we go. Okay. So here's the other panel. It's a less done version of it, but you guys can see what I mean. So what I'm looking at is the shadows that we have here need to be the same as they are here. I mean, it's the same time of day. It's literally just a few seconds later. So we need to make sure that the shadows are in the same places for like continuity's sake. And I believe I had 50% here for the shadows. And so now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for looking at it at this angle to make sure it makes sense. I think it having just a slightly lighter bottom does a world of good. Let me turn the tones off temporarily, just so I can get a solid look at it. Yeah, I can probably add some lighter parts and some line weight to help separate these out. I also need to go in and actually help these here actually look like they're actually attached to the ground versus just kind of sitting on top of it, which is what they look like now. And then finish the detail here. I also have to add some of the wood detail, so probably once I get all of that in, it'll look a lot better. Because they're not quite finished. So let's do that. File, let's get my wood brush here. I love my wood brush. I suddenly forgot where my wood brush was. I was like, wait, where did I put it? And it's in hatching. It's in a really weird place. So, let's, oh, I gotta make that black and white. Oh, I moved everything, so I was like, ah, where is everything? Alright, do that. Alright, set this to multiply, and then delete the parts that I don't need. Beep. Beep. Alright, and then what I actually might do, just to kind of help with the lines here, is throw in some random like wood lines here to give like the floor some variety and texture. Alright, set this to multiply. And then I'll come in and I'll erase a bunch of it, put this on a mask so I can get some of it back if I want it back. What that does is that just helps with the variety in the ground. So it doesn't quite all look like, and it'll also help it look like it's just more dirt. But since the stone here has like a linear pattern, by using a similar linear pattern, you can get some good, cool effects out of it. See, it doesn't necessarily look like there's like wood on the ground, but it helps with like the linear, because you know the wood also grows linearly. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate these, make them a little stronger. Alright, I'm gonna add a few extra strokes here to kind of help this look like it's more, oopsie, oops, if I have the right color, make these actually look like they're put into the ground, like they actually sit there. And the thing is there's always going to be like a second ambient shadow anyway, so... Actually zoom in a little bit. Oopsie. I zoomed into the wrong one. Oh, I didn't clean the wood off of Aros's face. There we go. I think these white spots are less helpful than I thought they were gonna be, to be completely honest. I thought they were gonna be helpful, and they're kind of a little distracting, to be honest. I'll put these marks down here just to kind of give it a little bit more texture. Hopefully it'll make him stand out more. So that's what we want. We want Aros to stand out more. So I'll add a couple extra little bit of white lines here to sort of help accentuate him. That would be the ground version. Speed up. And then right here. Hey, Damien, what's up? Why are they leaving? What did you do? I don't know. Maybe they're just peeking in to see what I'm doing, and maybe they're busy. It is pretty late here. It's like 10 o'clock here. So maybe it's just kind of late, or maybe they don't find environments that interesting. I don't know. It doesn't bother me any. I'm gonna be here drawing no matter what, so they can come and go as they please. No big deal. Just might not be their thing. And that's okay. I think like stuff like what I typically do is just never gonna be as interesting as like, you know, like a shonen style mangaka, and that's okay. Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome. I don't like, to be honest, I really don't mind that much. Character art. A lot of people, like, I've learned don't like character, or don't like backgrounds that much. Like, they hate drawing them, and, like, it's boring to watch, and they'd rather watch characters, and that's, but, you know, like, I don't want to generalize people, but that's what I hear a lot of, so. And that's okay, like, it genuinely doesn't bother me. Like, I would rather, if people aren't going to be interested, I'd rather they go do something more productive with their time, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't want to be the reason why someone wastes time because they were, like, stressed and distracted by me. You know what I mean? It literally doesn't hurt my feelings any, so it's perfectly fine. Some people just don't like this, and you know, maybe they have better things to do, or maybe they accidentally close the tab. I don't know. Like, I try not to judge why people leave my streams. It's really none of my business. I mean, it kind of is, but not to the point where, like, I worry about it. You know what I mean? I don't... Like, if people want to leave my stream, that's fine. It's all good. I'm gonna be here working regardless, so... I think I'm supposed to go the other way. Yeah, too far. 50. Close. Let's try 140. Let's try 150 on the dot. That's close enough. Yeah, see, it shot back up to 5. So, who knows? I've also noticed that, like, YouTube is having a hard time, like, being consistent with how many viewers I have. Sometimes it'll, like, drop down to 0, and then jump back up to 5, and then drop back down to 2, and then, like, jump back up to 6. Like, I've seen it just go absolutely haywire sometimes, where it's just, like, it's having to sit there and count it. So, that's perfectly fine. Oh, YouTube. We love you, but you stress us out. It's always so funny after I do the saline rinse, like, in my mouth, and then I have, like, salt in my mouth for the next, like, 5 hours. Ugh. Alright, so now let's go below the shadow but above the stairs. Set this to white. Oh. What layer is this? Oh, the stairs are all the way up here. What? Alright, did that mess anything else up? I don't think so. Nah, all good. I'll have to come in and clean some of this up, though. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay, that's... yeah, that doesn't belong there. Let me clean this up a little bit, because this is a little too messy for my comfort. Anyway, what are you working on, Amy? What's up? What you up to? I'm gonna come in here and get rid of some lines. That's not right. I don't know why that looked really strange. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Alright, let's try that. Hey, Soul, how you doing? I'm pretty good. Going in and cleaning up some things, making sure it all looks good. All that good stuff. You know how it is. Whoop. Check what it just locked transparency, and then come in with this. Oh, where did my this one? Oopsie, I meant to draw this one with this one. Some of this stuff. I thought I cleaned this up. Some of this I thought I'd already cleaned up, but I guess not. I had a decent amount of work done today. Well, speaking of work. Alright, let's see how this looks now. I feel like it still gets a little lost here. Let me turn this down a little. Pull this back. I feel like that helps that helps the visibility on that a little bit. Hang on, guys. I gotta do something for work. This is important. Anyway, sorry, Soul. Like, work was good. This is really important work stuff, actually, guys, so I'm really sorry. I gotta send something to a coworker really fast. Sorry. My sincere apologies. Sorry guys, I'm almost done. I just gotta give someone access to a file really quick. Do 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 work stuff. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. My whole internet's slow because I have too many big files open. Sorry guys, work stuff. I'm so sorry. That was like really rude of me. Okay. Wow, you guys actually stayed here while I was doing my work stuff. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Okay. Sorry, I had to upload something to the drive really quick. They're like, "Hey Jackson, can I borrow this?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, let me get it ready for you." So, yeah. Work stuff. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh, I gotta fix some parts up in here. I want to leave some patchiness, you know, like it'll look more natural if there's like some patchiness. What do you guys think? As far as like the shadow goes, is it easy to see this little like gate area? Up in here. Having issues with my buffering today. Are you guys having issues with your buffering? Are you on call 24/7? No. She abandoned us, brothers and sisters. No, I'm good. I would never abandon you guys. This is just, it's a time sensitive request. So they can like get stuff done, I think. I think it is. I mean, it's really rare that I would be like bothered at night. So if it happens, to me it usually means it's really important, because it almost never happens, so. And of course, like, I'm not obligated to answer. You know, like, I'm not obligated to answer unless it's like a crazy emergency. And if it was an emergency, they would tell me. Wow, I'm dropping about 7% of my frames right now. Wonder what's going on with the internet. Let me close stuff I don't need and see if that helps. Let's see. I don't need that. I don't need that. Maybe it's Discord causing the problems. Sometimes Discord slows my computer down, and then it struggles to, like, then my live streaming struggles to keep up. I've definitely seen that happen. We'll see if this helps it. Okay, cool, thanks. Alright, let's get this last character thrown in here. I've got one more character I gotta draw in. Let me grab this here. Alright, so this is the one I want to copy. And I'll move it up here. Oops. I'm gonna put it on top, like the very top layer. I don't think he has a bag anymore. I think I took his bag away. Yeah, I did. And I give him a different hairstyle. The figure's so small that it's really only the gesture that matters, to be completely honest. Oop, almost dropped my pen. What is... Yeah, wow, my kilobytes are awful. Let me try turning off my music. Let me shut everything I don't need. Alright, I turned off everything that isn't 100% necessary for this to run. Let me know if it continues to have problems. Okay. It's just me, just you and me now, guys. No music. Dun dun dun. Yeah, there was probably something that was causing it stress. I'm actually still seeing dropped frames. My drop frame rate's still increasing. Dang it. I wonder if it's the file that I have. It's just maybe too much for it. It might just be a day where I just can't stream. It might just be one of those days, guys. Let's hope not. But they do happen. Sometimes the internet just decides to have a pissing contest with you. And you have to assert dominance by telling the internet that you're not going to play that crap and then just decide to not stream, so. It happens. Alright guys, if anyone can hear me, what I'm going to do is, apparently my internet company is reporting there are outages going on right now. And I'm dropping a lot of frames. I think I'm at like 15 to 20% frames dropped. That's really bad. So what I'm going to do, it's the manga Japanese preventing you from teaching us. It's okay guys. These days are going to happen. I mean, it's just part of being a streamer. Like, it's going to happen. So... let me type this out as well, just in case like my audio's not working. Alright guys, thank you all so much for coming. I'm really, really sorry. You know, feel free to not like this one. That's perfectly fine. I'm so sorry it was such a short stream today, guys. I will see you all tomorrow, and we will try again. Alright, again, I'm having... Seems like my service provider is having problems tonight. There's images reported on the website. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. We'll try again. Alright, bye. Thank you. Bye.